Well, here we are, episode 2. I want to talk today about manufacturing miracles and what that means. Why is it that some people seem to have an easier road? Why is it that some people seem to find their results so much quicker than others? Why does it seem like good people maybe have trouble finding their own miracles in life? And what is a miracle? And how did we get more miracles to show up for us? I mean, the idea, right, of manufacturing miracles sounds almost too good to be true. How do we create them with ease? So I want to talk about this today because I think it can be really valuable for us, especially if you're in a place where it feels like what you want to create, it would take a miracle to get there. So let's dive into it. Um, the reason that I titled this Manufacturing Miracles is really because I believe that miracles happen, or what a miracle is, maybe is a little different than what our normal expectations are. I think normal expectations are, it's a miracle to win the lottery. Uh, my wife is unable to have a baby. It's a miracle for her to have a child. It would take a miracle to save my marriage. It would take a miracle to heal my body. It would take a miracle for me to lose all that weight. There's all these ideas of what it would take for us to get to the other side of maybe whatever obstacle we're on or whatever we're facing and what our desired outcome is. And here's where my belief of a miracle may aid you in your belief of what's possible. So I don't believe that a miracle happens or a miracle is the thing that happens in the end. I don't believe that the miracle was winning the lottery. I don't believe that the miracle was the conception of the baby outside of what doctors said were even possible. I believe that the miracles happen in the choice to go forward, the choice that happens to be magically intertwined with a level of belief that it is possible. That's where the miracle is, right? Like, for me to be an ultra athlete today and not being able to walk 3.5 years ago, losing the ability to walk for 90 days, being remanded to the floor, being overcome with so much pain that movement was impossible. To now be an ultra runner, having run thousands of miles since then, and having never run miles before in my life, in my head years ago, it would take a miracle. But all it actually took was a choice. All it actually took for me was a decision, was a choice. And intertwined in that choice was a belief that it could happen for me. The lottery winners made a choice to play. They made a choice to play and they believe that, you know what, it might be possible for me. The people that can conceive against all doctors' feedback that it's never possible is because they chose to continue to practice and move forward with a belief that it might be. Possibly even in the surrender that I will allow God to bring in whatever is supposed to happen. See, miracles are an interesting thing because they happen day in and day out. It's a miracle that we're alive. It's a miracle that we wake up in the morning. It's a miracle that we even exist. Right? Like, I don't know what the number is, but I know, like, when it comes to a sperm fertilizing an egg, it's what, like 1 in 400 million or some radical number like that, right? Like, the pure simple fact that you're here today listening to this is a miracle. The fact that I can record this in my home through this beautiful camera and it can stream out so that everybody can see it all over the world is a miracle. We get so caught up in miracles being this astronomical thing that is nearly impossible to happen, but the truth is that the reason that people find success in places that don't seem normal, the reason that people can succeed against all odds, the reason that people find miracles in their lives is because they've chosen to continue to pursue. And the moment that we anchor into to this idea that, well, that's, that life's not for me, it's not possible, we remove the possibility of a miracle happening because we've chosen that it's not available for us. So I say this to you because where in your life maybe Have you made a choice, conscious or unconscious, that the thing that you want isn't available? This happens at people in all aspects of life at all various levels of success. I've spoken with people that really have trouble just getting off the couch, and I have spoken with people that have 17 couches in their multi-million dollar mansion that still can't find the joy in life that they've always been chasing. It doesn't matter where you are. There's levels of miracles that we're often chasing. This next idea of what life can be like for us can often seem like if it occurs, it would take a miracle. I'm here to tell you that all it takes is a choice. All it takes is a decision. It takes a little bit of courage. It takes a little bit of understanding that you might feel uncomfortable in pursuing something that seems far-fetched. But I promise that if you continue to make choices that are intertwined with a belief that it is possible, and you consider to make those decisions and take those actions, you will one day find yourself basking in the miracle that you always dreamt of. As I sit here and record this, one day this might be something that people watch all over the world, that perhaps my YouTube channel is something that has changed the lives of hundreds of millions of people. And right now it could seem like that would take a miracle to get there. But my hope is that one day I look back on this channel and this episode in particular and say, all it actually took was the choice to record it and the courage to just go after it and believe that it is possible. I'm not holding on to it. I don't need it. I'm here for a whole different reason. It's because I was called to, and we'll dive into that at another time. But I want to really speak into this ability that we all have to manufacture miracles, to create them out of thin air. All these incredible things that we have in life, they all started somewhere. And I promise you, it's not outside of you. It starts here. Right, like I remember listening to the speaker of Netflix, the co-founder of Netflix speak. And in his speech, he said, all ideas are bad ideas until someone proves them right. And for him, coming up with an idea that was to mail DVDs and then tell people to mail them back in a world where we could just go to Blockbuster and get what we wanted didn't seem like a good idea. In fact, it was a bad idea by so many accounts, by so many people. But for him, he believed it. And he made a choice to continue forward in that belief that this will be something. And now we have statements like Netflix and chill. And it's known all over the world. And what might have seemed like a miracle then is real life now. It's all because of a choice. So whatever you're going through, whatever idea you have, whatever the new thing is that you want to step into, regardless of what you believe it might take to get there, I urge you today to just focus on the one choice and the action and the belief that it will take to get you a little bit closer. I love you guys. Every single one of you is so important, and every one of you has a miracle living inside of you that I can't wait to see come to life. I hope everybody is having the best day ever, and if you haven't started, make sure that you plan to live that peak life right now. Much love, guys. Peace.